Yo, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video with your host Kenkukun, and today we got another Destiny 2 Trials training video. Now I'm going to let this play through the prior game. Ignore this first clip. A couple of things I want to say is, I apologize for the video coming out a little bit slower. We've gotten to the point in my channel where, and there's a lot more things I can cover with the maps, but every map that's showed up in the Trials rotation has shown up at least once, right? And if you go back and watch my older videos on maps that have already come up, I've covered, basic tips and strategies for that map. As the meta shifts from season to season and year to year, um, it's a good time for me to, kind of go through the videos and say, all right, here are, now some of the basic tips. If anything drastic has changed. Not so much. We're still in the same meta slash sandbox. Well, we're still in the same sandbox, I would say. Maybe not the same meta, but we're still in the same sandbox. The light subclasses haven't really changed, so there's not really anything else we need to be worried about positioning wise, so on and so forth. So instead of me going over the basic tips again for the weekend that may or may not have changed, because they kind of haven't. I've been calling out the same things. I got this video recorded, or I got this video saved from Friday. Now, we're going to go over it. This is a comeback video. We had to make a comeback against this team, and this just goes to show, let me pause it here so I can continue. This goes to show that it's very important to really work on your fundamentals in the game, and people don't think about that. It's not at the forefront of their mind. It's not a it's like a passing thought. They understand, well, sure, I know how to jump, sure, I know how to shoot, but they don't think about the fundamentals of the game. And when I say fundamentals, it's when you go man, I'm trying to think of a real world example here. Oh, okay. So um, let's say and not everyone's gonna know this. Let's say you've jogged down the road, a couple of times in your life, right? And one road you've jogged in the city. Let's say you've jogged in the city. So you got sidewalks, you've got crosswalks. Usually we're going to say relatively smooth unless any construction is happening. So you expect to have like just a smooth jog, right? Or maybe you're in an enclosed neighborhood, nice sidewalks, upkept, lawn mowed, tree branches aren't on the ground and all that. So you just, you kind of go through, right? And let's say you like to go uh, hiking or jogging out on a trail every once in a while, and maybe it's not the best of trails, right? You get where I'm going with this? You kind of got to understand that, oh man, every once in a while this pothole shows up, so on and so forth, and I got to remember this. Or here's a better example. I hate to waste your time. I got a drive-through place in my town, and they fill up. There's like a hole that shows up in this parking lot, and it just gets really, really bad every year. They fill it up, and it literally will sink a car into the hole. Like, you got to avoid that thing, right? So when I drive into this parking lot, I know that I need to, one, either drive over the hole or avoid it altogether if people aren't parked where I can move just around it completely, instead of letting my tires sink in and, well, there goes my car. So other parking lots, I don't have to worry about that. It's kind of like trials maps. The fundamentals of a trials map, and this is just one of the fundamentals, it's not the full thing, but understanding the map, the layout, and how people tend to play it. Fundamentally, you understand how people tend to play it, the majority, and now you're playing off of probabilities of what will happen, which usually turn into correct guesses, and now you're outplaying better skilled teams. Why? Well, hopefully they're playing right into your hand. Not every time that's going to work, right? So there's the example. This video is going to be a little bit long. I apologize for that extra analogy there, because I'm going to have to pause and unpause this video, but this covers the fundamentals. So that's what we're going to do. I went and got this video. I wanted to make sure I covered something a little bit different. Now, unfortunately, we cannot listen to the audio because there is copyrighted music being played, and YouTube will flag this video and never see the light of day. And my PlayStation setting wasn't turned on to record the microphone of myself and my teammates. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, I have no idea who this team is. I just know that they played very well, and I had to get into my teams. I had to light a fire under my team's ass about fundamentals once again. It's like a never-ending battle with my callouts on the Wii. I call out the same callouts, right? So that's why when you watch my videos, there's no end of the road, but you know, um, of learning even for myself. So I'm not on Invis. I couldn't do that if I haven't already said that already. I couldn't do that because of a sub goal. So I'm just a regular guardian like everyone else, on the radar all the time, straight up fighting. So I went to my classic Stormcaller build, top tree, and I tried to rely on Arc Web. Yes, it is a cheese crutch, whatever you want to call it. It's to punish teams for playing too much together. So round one comes up, I roll into the middle, I'm looking for a kill, I mess up my nade. Someone death from above, I believe, over the team. I'm not 100% certain on that. It could have been a shatter dive. So here we go. I'm running. We get first pick. It's 2 Stasis Hunters we go against. And this, that would have been fundamental part number 1 is me, and I'm over here potatoing my shotgun. Fundamental part number 1 is knowing what you're running up against, paying attention to what you're playing against. That way you're kind of ready to expect. But I think it's a Thunder Crash on the enemy team. You may have already paid attention, or maybe you haven't, right? So me and Licious are slowly pinching. This ice comes out of nowhere. Licious does not shatter dive. There he goes. He shatter dives a little bit late. We get the kill. We take this round. And then we lose the next 3 to 4 rounds just straight up to the same stuff. So let's see. We're just trying to commentate here. So it is a Thunder Crash. All right. So from this side of the map, I've covered it in the basics. There's a lot of times, I'm looking at B doorway right here. There's a lot of times, like I've covered this in another video. Go check it out. When you read the radar, teams will come to this doorway. You want a clean team shot, right? Now, someone could kill you from the left, but they have to run and jump over the top middle. It's just unfortunate if they do. And that means next time, instead of looking for the team shot at B, you look for this nerd to jump over the middle and you shoot him instead. And then you move on with the rest of the engagement. So I'm not sure exactly what happens here. It looks like the enemy team plays the rocket. So I'm just kind of paying attention to my radar. I do get an arc web down. I get 1 kill. I don't think I get this. Yeah, I definitely don't get that 3rd kill. Now, at this moment in time, let me turn up my volume so I can hear what I said. I'm pretty sure my teammate did not call out that he was pushing. He was kind of late on the call out. So another fundamental is I said I would try not to rewind because I'm trying to pinpoint. That's pretty good. I'm trying to pinpoint the exact moment of the round. So I want to turn the volume up. So if I get caught on my words and I hesitate with what I'm saying or I stutter and stumble, it's because I'm listening to myself talking my ear. And then I'm trying to, reiterate what happened. So, but I'm pretty sure at that moment, the call out wasn't called, that he was holding back at B and waiting. Let me listen. Okay, as I died, he said on heavy. Now, because at that moment my teammate died, right? One teammate died. I put my attention on the enemy. I put a grenade on him. I jumped up. My other teammate died within the time I was, killing 2 people. And our first teammate dying. So I have effectively killed 2 people. Not even I can't pay attention to the radar and my engagements at all times, right? I try to keep an eye on it just to, kind of give me a heads up. But unfortunately, they didn't give the call out. Now, if they could have given the call out any faster, right? That would have been very important. I would have wanted to know that, hey, he's at heavy, not pushing. And that lets me know that, okay, I can stop, reload, take my time, get my health, maybe have a grenade, right? And then get him off a body. That way I can get a revive. So fundamentally, once again, call outs are very important. Try to be as accurate as you can and as fast as you can. I assumed he was aping when I made that play, so I'm like, all right, let me just get out there and shoot him while he's not paying attention. All right, so here we go. We start up this next round. Here comes death from above. This is like the 2nd round he does it. I didn't pay attention to it, but I got a teammate hiding in corridor, and I got a teammate right here hiding in, they're kind of holding back. Now I've covered this in other videos. It's not good to get trapped there. When you come from diamond door like Licious did right there, you kind of cut off your vision and you're a lot slower to get there. Now right here, I was talking to my teammates, and we had a rough time at the beginning. And this was before I was made aware of the flawless glitch. And I'm like, once we got past the first couple games, which it possibly throws you into the flawless pool and you don't know about it, for the first few games, and then you're just in the regular pool afterwards. I was like, okay, it looks like we got some synergy. We're just kind of like rolling through teams. It was at this moment, this team, I'm like, man, I don't think we actually improved. I'm like, guys, I don't think we really improved with our team synergy. I think we just, something else happened. And I think someone had made it aware to me of the flawless pool during this match or shortly after. So I'm trying to drive my team to get a little bit more grounded with their basic plays. Oh, alarm's going off. All right. So this round, I'm not sure exactly what happened. All right. So the all right. So okay, apparently we still have mercy. All right. So I got a little tough on my team here, and I don't get too tough on people if they haven't been around. The longer they've been in my community, the little more tough, the little more stern I am with them with my verbiage. I definitely don't just sit there and cuss people out. However, when it came to this round, they went up and they died to the same area. Another basic thing not to do. You only have so many rounds to lose, right? You get 5 rounds to lose. So you kind of only have, like, once you make a mistake one round, you have to, or if you die in an area one round, you have to be able to tell yourself at that moment, you have to be able to decide and deduce, should I challenge that area again? Yes or no? Yes being it was a fluke, I made a slight mistake, or my shot was off, or something else happened out of, that was within your control to, contain, or no, there's, I don't see myself, and it's not a confidence thing, it's no, I don't think this is the best place, it's way too risky for me to make this engagement, because their abilities are probably going to outplay my abilities, or they're moving faster than I can barely keep up with, so I need to reposition myself somewhere else. So they died in the same spot. I'm like, hey guys, what the hell? It's pretty stupid for us to die in the same spot to the same stuff. Like, we know what the enemy team's doing, right? And we've only played 4 rounds, or 1, 2, yeah. This is round number 4. We have to pick up on that quick, because if you're losing and you don't pick up on that stuff, you're already 2 rounds down from either spawn before you kind of have an idea of how the enemy's going to play. And now you're 1, 2, 3 losses away from going to orbit, losing the mercy, or getting a loss on your card, right? So you got to be quick to decide and deduce. So try not to repeat the same mistakes. All right, it's at this moment. Boom, right there. So this is where, my team came together. I think I called out about the death from above. If I didn't, they paid attention. I'm going to go back. I want to listen to this real quick one more time. I'm going to turn my volume up a little bit more so I hear myself over myself. Yeah, I don't even know. I can't even see the kill feed, which is sad. I want to see how we die. Like, is a chaperone, is a sniper right there? It looks like they all got shotguns on. Duality, huh? Yeah, slug shotgun. All right. So, here we go. Let's see. Perfect. I don't say anything about that. I don't say anything about that dude. So, whoops. All right. I don't say anything about the guy that death from above. So that was my teammates. That was my 2 teammates. At least that round. I may have said it in an earlier round. My 2 teammates actually paid attention. I think the last round we were there and he death from above. That was like, yo guys, he death from above again. We got to shut that down, right? And remember earlier in the video where we were on the other side and I was like, hey, look at B door, shoot that first unless someone's like jumping over top mid to like harass you, shoot him there. We shot that dude right there, or well, my teammates, but I think I helped a little bit right there. But my teammates lit that man up. He didn't jump back over that top mid. He never did it again. Not from that side for sure. And we were waiting for it the next time. So now we're up we're up on lives, right? We're 3v1. But we're down by rounds. Now the rounds have happened relatively quickly. Rounds 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 happened as fast as they started. So I told him, I'm like, hey, let's build up some super. When he comes for us, we'll kill him, or when he comes for the bodies, we'll kill him. And until then, let's build some super and catch back up. Now I'm probably ahead on supers than my teammates. And as a bonus, the enemy came in and used their ice wall, so now we don't have to worry about at least one shatter dive for a moment. I was also telling my teammates right there, when I was up on the top mid, I'm like, hey guys, don't be too close together. They are up by 2 rounds, so we are going into round 5. There's a possibility they get super first. Someone like bumped into me in the top mid. I'm like, hey, you need to be aware of your surroundings and your teammates in correspondence to the enemy. If we're too close together, like that ice wall could have easily came in from the other side of heavy towards our left and froze both of us up in the top mid because one extra person jumped up there, right? Or, even worse, a super, and now the super's chasing the third dude on the team, and now we're losing bodies, and now we lose the round, right? So you want to know. All you have to do is look at the top of the screen. Oh, I'm playing a hunter. The guy alive is a hunter, and he's running stasis. I need to not be next to corners for shatter dive ice wall, and I need to not be too close to teammates if he has a super. However, I need to be in the area when stuff goes down and we're holding bodies. I need to be ready to fight, so I need to have a grenade maybe to throw on a body so he can't revive it as he's doing his super. Team shot him from a different angle, whatever the case may be. You got to be aware of what's going on in the round. That's why it's very good once you get kills, if you can, to slow down immediately, like slow down the game or the round for your team to kind of figure out what the hell is going on and make a play off of that as a team, right? Give everyone time to breathe. They get a pick outside, so they're paying attention. Very good on them. This was very good play. I didn't say anything about that. I just called out a guy. The enemy team has now switched up what they're doing. All right. So I asked them if they ice walled, and they said no, that was our ice wall. So right there, I was like, hey, did anyone notice them ice wall? And they said no. I was like, okay, cool. So now I know with my super, there's a potential ice wall waiting for me somewhere. So I come in with my teammates. Usually, I would take my super and go outside and have my teammates go inside on this map. I did not want to split my team. I just wanted to go right at them as a team with my super, right? So I cut inside. I'm already reading the radar. There's 1 in. There's 2 in. And I go for the guy outside. Now, when I came out that door and there's ice wall, I expected the ice wall when I came out that door and it never happened. I'm about to run out of super. I'm trying to catch up to my teammates just to help them, right? Yep. All right. I call out for my teammates to back up and go outside. And this is where I'm talking about the breathing room. We took time to go by the body and play the body. Oh, it's a 3v2. You guys are cowards. I don't care what people say. When you're in this situation, it is 3-3. The first round is very important to win. When it's tied 3-3, the team that wins that round usually wins, especially when the final round, the team that's in the lead, the one at their match point, or has super, right? That we've only seen. I don't think we've seen a super yet. It's round 7. All supers are coming now. Like everyone's getting a super soon, right? So this round is one of, if not arguably the most important round to win, is round 7 when you're tied. All right. So I take my team outside to play the body. We have room to space ourselves from the thunder crash. All right. I made this call strictly for the thunder crash. Right, I'm like, guys, come outside for the thunder crash. It also helps us with the Revenant Stasis super. And I think the enemy gets ballsy and pops 1, maybe even 2 supers. We're about to see here. Right here, I called out if anyone needed special ammo before I grabbed that ammo, and then I took it for myself. All right, I'm once again reiterating to my team, hey, be careful, don't get supered all at the same time. We're just kind of waiting, kind of waiting. I'm kind of wandering a little bit myself. I'm just trying to make sure nothing's coming to sneak up on us. They do have Thunder Crash. I'm just kind of running around trying to, pay attention to the radar. I'm waiting for like the Thunder Crash to split and spread. Or I'm waiting for the enemy to split and come at us from two separate angles, right? So this is the tricky part about playing outside. Is it looks like Yummy pops. This is the tricky part about playing outside. You want to, when it's 3v3, the enemy can the enemy could have 3 good players on their team and come from 3 separate angles. That's tough to deal with, right? Yummy goes and pops, so I'm like, all right, Yummy popped. I'm gonna try and cut someone off. I see one running around. They also Thunder Crash and whiff, and I think, nice. Okay, Yummy gets one. I'm trying to put this guy on the radar. My goal for this guy on the radar is to make sure he doesn't get All right. My goal right there was to cut him off from getting the revive too soon. Once Yummy got a kill, I ran forward just to put the enemy on the radar, right? And I ran towards the other downed body. Another fundamental, once a body's put down, if you don't know where it is, you need to find out where it is. If you're not familiar with the call out that was made and you're not exactly sure where it is, and sometimes you need to know exactly where it is. If you're trying to, try to res snipe it on the fly or anything like that, you need to know exactly where. When I cut this corner, I have that brief 0.5 seconds to throw a grenade, my melee, whatever the case may be, get some bullet damage on the enemy, but I need to know exactly where to aim. I don't need to come out, turn my camera, and then adjust my aim. I need to be able to adjust to where I'm already going. So I try to them off. At that time, the zone came up. So, yep, boom. I told him to put up the shield as a Titan. If he had a barricade, put it up towards the radar, wherever you think they're going to come from. That ice wall, though, was thrown a little bit late. That ice wall should have been thrown a long time ago. That hunter should not have gotten that close. And Licious at this moment, of course, this hunter could come shadow dive, so I was calling out for him to get behind the shield. So if he hid behind the shield and just waited, there was a chance they both got thunder crashed. But yeah, I told him, I was like, hey man, if your plan was to throw that ice grenade, and that's where you want to, you think ahead, right? It's like, okay, how can I shut this lane down? I have an ice grenade. Now, if it just came on cooldown, that's another thing. All right, Hunter's trying to make a play. I call it out. I think he's trying to ape with his super. I'm like, hey, Hunter's aping with super, so I make a small rotation. I hear the other super. I just run. I only know that it's behind me. Boom. I only know that it's behind me, and I just rotate right there. So, once again, I really wish we could have heard the callouts here, right? I have the settings enabled on my PlayStation 5 now to cover that and to hear that. But that's the breakdown of the video. It's just, I guess it's just me commentarying once again. I apologize. And the next time we will have the audio recorded from in the moment. That way you can hear my teammates and hear me. And I really put the pressure on these two. Yummy's been around for a long time. Licious has been here and there. Not as long as Yummy, but he's been around. They both played well. And they took, they took everything I said, and it just lit a fire under them. So if you're one of those people that, you feel like you want to be, you feel like you don't want to be a hindrance to your team, you want to be a solid third pick, or you want to help your friends in trials, keep watching these videos, guys. Let me know in the comment section below how tough this weekend has been. I'll try to get the video out next weekend when it comes to the weekend, and I'll have a video out throughout the week. But when it comes to the weekend, I'll try to have the video out a lot earlier. That way, it's not so late into the weekend. Once again, I do apologize for that. But I was kind of scratching my head on what to do for the video, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just cover that one video I recorded. And I do need to get more examples of videos, period. But let me cover that one video. Anyway, thanks so much. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this weekend. Not my favorite map. The player pool wasn't too bad. I haven't seen too many repeat teams. Maybe like 1 or 2 that I've remembered. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. See you at the lighthouse.